Have you ever woken up and thought, where did all my energy go? Maybe you've noticed that things you used to do effortlessly now take a little more time, where you feel like the days are passing faster than ever. It's a feeling many of us experience as we get older, but here's the good news. It doesn't have to be that way. You can feel vibrant, strong, and full of life well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. And the best part? It's not about making huge, overwhelming changes. It's about small, simple habits that can make a big difference over time. In this video, we're going to talk about 7 daily habits that can add up to 10 years to your life. Yes, you heard that right. 10 years. Imagine what you could do with an extra decade of good health, energy, and happiness. Whether it's spending more time with your grandkids, traveling places you've always dreamed of, or simply enjoying the little things in life. These habits can help you get there. So, let's dive in and start with the first habit that can transform your life. The first habit is one you probably heard before, but it's so important that it's worth repeating. Staying active every single day. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or spending hours at the gym. It's about finding ways to move your body that feel good and fit into your daily routine. Maybe it's a brisk walk around your neighborhood, dancing to your favorite music in the living room, or even gardening. The key is consistency. Just 30 minutes of movement a day can do wonders for your heart, your joints, and even your mood. And if you're thinking, but I have aches and pains, don't worry. Start small. Even 10 minutes of gentle stretching or chair exercises can make a difference. The important thing is to keep moving because, as I say, motion is lotion to your body. Now, let's talk about the second habit, which is just as crucial. Nourishing your body with the right foods. After 60, your body's needs change, and what you eat plays a huge role in how you feel. Think of food as fuel for your body. If you put in high-quality fuel, you'll run smoothly. If you don't, well, you know how that goes. Focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods like fresh fruit, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. And don't forget to stay hydrated. Sometimes, what feels like fatigue or brain fog is simply your body asking for more water. A good rule of thumb is to drink a glass of water with every meal and snack. And here's a little tip. Try adding a handful of nuts or seeds to your diet. They're packed with healthy fats and nutrients that support your brain and heart health. It's these small, intentional choices that add up over time. Speaking of small choices, let's move on to the third habit. Prioritizing your sleep. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Sleep? That's easier said than done. And you're right. Many people over 60 struggle with getting a good night's rest. But here's the thing. Sleep is when your body repairs itself. It's like hitting the reset button every night. If you're not sleeping well, it can affect everything from your energy levels to your immune system. So, how can you improve your sleep? Start by creating a bedtime routine. Maybe it's reading a book, listening to calming music, or sipping on a cup of herbal tea. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. And try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. And if you find yourself lying awake at night, don't stress. Instead, get up, do something relaxing, and try again when you feel sleepy. Over time, these small changes can help you get the rest you need to feel your best. Now that we've covered staying active, eating well, and getting enough sleep, you might be wondering, what's next? Well, we're just getting started. These first 3 habits lay the foundation for a healthier, happier life, but there's so much more to explore. Let's keep going and dive into the next steps that can help you feel younger, stronger, and more vibrant every day. Now that we talked about staying active, eating well, and prioritizing sleep, let's move on to something that's just as important but often overlooked: managing stress. Life after 60 can be full of joys, but it can also come with its fair share of challenges. Maybe you're dealing with health concerns, financial worries, or even the loss of loved ones. Stress is a natural part of life. But when it becomes chronic, it can take a serious toll on your body and mind. The good news is there are simple ways to manage it and protect your health. One of the best ways to reduce stress is to practice mindfulness. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, that sounds too complicated, hear me out. Mindfulness doesn't mean sitting cross-legged on the floor for hours. It's about being present in the moment and giving yourself permission to slow down. For example, the next time you're enjoying a cup of tea or coffee, take a moment to really savor it. Notice the warmth of the cup in your hands, the aroma and the taste. Or, if you're out for a walk, pay attention to the sounds of birds chirping or the feeling of the sun on your skin. These small moments of mindfulness can help calm your mind and lower your stress levels. Another powerful tool for managing stress is deep breathing. It might sound too simple to be effective, but trust me, it works. When you're feeling overwhelmed, take a moment to pause and take a few slow, deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for a count of 4. And then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this a few times, and you'll feel your body start to relax. It's like giving your nervous system a little reset button. Now, let's talk about the next habit, which is all about staying connected. As we get older, it's easy to feel isolated, especially if you've retired or your kids have moved away. But staying socially connected is one of the most important things you can do for your health and happiness. Studies have shown that people with strong social ties tend to live longer and have a lower risk of conditions like heart disease and dementia. So, how can you stay connected? It doesn't have to be complicated. Call a friend or a family member just to catch up. Join a local club or group that interests you, whether it's a book club, a gardening group, or a fitness class. Even small interactions, like chatting with your neighbors or saying hello to someone at the grocery store, can make a big difference. And if you're thinking, but I'm not very social, that's okay. Start small. Maybe it's sending a quick text to someone you haven't talked to in a while, or inviting a friend over for coffee. The key is to make an effort, even if it feels a little uncomfortable at first. Over time, these connections can grow and become a source of joy and support in your life. Now, let's move on to the next habit, which is all about keeping your mind sharp. After 60, it's normal to worry about memory loss or cognitive decline. But there are things you can do to keep your brain healthy and active. One of the best ways to do this is to keep learning. Think of your brain like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So, challenge yourself to try something new. Maybe it's learning a new language, picking up a musical instrument, or even trying out a new recipe. Puzzles, crosswords, and brain games are also great ways to keep your mind engaged. Another way to support your brain health is to stay curious. Ask questions, explore new ideas, and don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. For example, if you've always been interested in art, why not visit a local museum or take a painting class? Or, if you love nature, spend some time learning about the plants and animals in your area. The key is to stay engaged with the world around you and keep your mind active. As we've covered these habits, managing stress, staying connected, and keeping your mind sharp, you might be starting to see a pattern. It's not about making drastic changes or trying to do everything at once. It's about small, intentional actions that add up over time. And the best part? These habits don't just help you live longer. They help you live better. Imagine waking up each day feeling more energized, more connected, and more excited about what's to come. That's the power of these simple daily habits. But we're not done yet. There are still a few more habits to explore, and they're just as important as the ones we've talked about so far. So, let's keep going and dive into the next steps that can help you live your best life after 60. Now that we've talked about managing stress, staying connected, and keeping your mind sharp, let's move on to a habit that often gets overlooked but is absolutely essential: finding purpose in your daily life. After 60, many people find themselves asking, what's next? Maybe you retired, your kids are grown, or your daily routine has shifted. It's easy to feel like you've lost a sense of direction, but having a purpose, something that gets you out of bed in the morning, can make all the difference in how you feel, both physically and emotionally. Purpose doesn't have to mean something grand or life-changing. It can be as simple as setting small goals for yourself each day. Maybe it's volunteering at a local charity, mentoring someone younger, or even taking care of a pet. For some, purpose might come from creative pursuits like painting, writing, or gardening. For others, it might be about giving back to the community or spending quality time with loved ones. The key is to find something that brings you joy and gives your days meaning. When you have a reason to look forward to tomorrow, it can add years to your life and life to your years. Now, let's talk about the next habit, which is all about gratitude. It might sound simple, but practicing gratitude can have a profound impact on your overall well-being. When you focus on the things you're thankful for, it shifts your mindset and helps you see the positive side of life, even during challenging times. And the best part? It's something you can start doing right now. Take a moment to think about 3 things you're grateful for today. Maybe it's the warmth of the sun on your face, a kind word from a friend, or even the fact that you're here, taking steps to improve your health and happiness. If you want to take it a step further, try keeping a gratitude journal. Each evening, write down a few things that made you smile or brought you joy during the day. It doesn't have to be anything big. Sometimes, it's the little things that matter most. Over time, you'll start to notice how much good there is in your life, and that positive outlook can help reduce stress, improve your relationships, and even boost your immune system. Gratitude is like a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it gets. Finally, let's talk about the last habit, which ties everything together: taking time to care for yourself. Self-care isn't selfish. It's essential. After all, you can't pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself means listening to your body and giving it what it needs, whether that's rest, movement, nourishment, or simply a moment of peace. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and compassion that you'd show to a dear friend. Self-care can look different for everyone. For some, it might mean taking a relaxing bath or enjoying a quiet moment with a good book. For others, it might be spending time in nature, meditating, or even treating yourself to something you love, like a favorite meal or a new hobby. The important thing is to make self-care a priority, not an afterthought. When you take care of yourself, you're not just improving your own well-being, you're also better able to show up for the people you care about. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've talked about. These 7 habits: staying active, eating well, prioritizing sleep, managing stress, staying connected, keeping your mind sharp, finding purpose, practicing gratitude, and caring for yourself, are all simple, actionable steps that can add years to your life and life to your years. They're not about perfection or doing everything at once. They're about making small, consistent changes that add up over time. And here's the most important thing to remember: it's never too late to start. Whether you're 60, 70, or even 80, you have the power to make positive changes in your life. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward a healthier, happier you. So, why not start today? Pick one habit that resonates with you and give it a try. You might be surprised at how much better you feel. Before we go, I'd love to hear from you. What's one habit you're excited to try? Or maybe you already have a daily routine that helps you feel your best. If so, share in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else to take that first step. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips on living your best life at any age. Here's to a healthier, happier, and longer life. Remember, age is just a number. It's how you feel that truly matters. So, let's make every day count. You got this.